I believe we're ready to just get into it. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. If you're here in America like I am, this is a holiday weekend. We have Monday off from work, depending on your job. A lot of jobs will give you Monday off from work. It's what we call Memorial Day, where we remember those who have fallen in various wars to help America be a country still. Okay, so we are sadly now at a point where John's daughter was eaten by one of the stupid hybrid experiments, and now he's hoping that Taya will find and successfully save his wife, since without her he has lost his whole family, because he just had his wife and his daughter that we saw earlier toward the beginning of the game. So
launched in 2100, the tower was 6,106 feet long. This massive nuclear fusion powered ship was used extensively as a planetary mining platform. 15 years of atmospheric exposure resulted in a weakened hull and her decommissioning. Kane Mining Limited was founded in 2050. Henry Kane was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition. This poster depicts a 95-year-old Henry Kane in the prime of his life.
Auxiliary electrical subsystem engaged.
that was the prime of his life, huh? Okay.
In 2116, Kane Corporation recruited a vessel from its mining fleet to be repurposed as a laboratory.
Back around, okay.
Did you know? Kane Mining Limited was rebranded as Kane Corporation in June 2019.
I did not know. Exposed plastic protrudes from the partially destroyed scale model of the Groomlake. Hey, Faux Fox, welcome to the stream. The loader has no more power after unleashing its kinetic energy on the wall. You've missed basically nothing, just some informational things on the kiosks here. Don't really seem important to the plot. Just kind of backstory about Kane Corporation a little bit. Kiosk, run around over here.
Henry Kane was born to an impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000. His mother Clara was a store clerk, and his father Edmund was a veterinarian. Henry Kane was born to an impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000.
I can't.
His mother Clara was a store clerk, and his father Edmund was a veterinarian.
Can't escape out of it. Okay. I was like hitting escape and clicking and spacebar, and nothing was getting out of it. Okay. Yeah, so this was, we had this loader in the other room, right? And it smashed through the wall to get us to here. And then it seems to be just informational stuff. I'm just making sure we're not missing something I might need to pick up or something while we're in this room. But so far, doesn't seem like there's really much other than the kiosks to give you details on King Corporation. over here. Well, I mean, under normal circumstances, I would say I can't believe it either. But after reading some stuff about Dr. Milan, it doesn't surprise me. The guy's a total scumbag. He's a sociopath who happens also to be a scientist. So, yeah, that was awful what he did to his daughter. Yeah, now poor John's hopefully, like basically John's hoping that Taya has been able to find and free and then somehow get away with his wife so that he still has some family. He only had his wife and his daughter. So
the Groomlake in 2120 when she left dry dock and began her journey towards the outer planets.
we just got the achievement, a history lesson, which I'm assuming is you hit all like X number of kiosks or something. Wait, what? You know there's informational things going on behind me? Those played when I was in the previous screen. Now I'm in the screen and they keep playing. Like, what the? Is there somebody behind me? I don't like this. Yeah, he's like Mercer. Yeah. Although, well, you could argue that Mercer was crazy too, right? But Mercer was a religious zealot. Milan, I guess you could say, is kind of the same. He's like it's like science is his religion, and he's a zealot for science, I guess. And both of them are sociopathic. They don't actually consider what it does to other people. They just want to forward their own ideas of the progression of humans or whatever.
Charles Clark Kane has proudly taken over the reins from his father and continues his family's legacy. The world's most valuable company for over 6 decades and holds the patents for vaccines against
Kiosk.
In 2077, a mile below the surface, Camp 571 in Japan produced a treasure trove of medical research documentation. 6,106 feet long.
This is all the same, I'm assuming, so won't click it again.
Did you know? Henry Kane served in the military and was a decorated naval aviator.
They keep talking about Henry Kane like, because that was the founding of the company, but they talk about him like he was some great hero and stuff, but obviously his his company eventually evolved into this corporation that's absolutely terrible.
A replica of a statue of remembrance that stands in Washington, D.C.
So this is what the statue in Washington, D.C. looks like. All this isn't the actual statue, but a replica of it, I see. It's great. You know, at some point there's going to be some kind of a showdown between John and the hybrids, and possibly John and Milan. Although I have a feeling it's possible the hybrids will kill Milan at some point, and then John will just have to deal with the hybrids. I don't know though. Maybe there's no showdown. Maybe it's just getting off the ship. Maybe that's really what's going to happen. I don't know.
Rapid advancement of medical research and its auxiliary studies culminated in the perfection of genetic manipulation. Popularized by the media as a medical Cold War, the eugenics age far exceeded selective breeding. In 2049, a worldwide ban was placed on unapproved genetic modification.
On unapproved genetic manipulation. Still means there could be genetic manipulation, of course. And also unapproved, is that, I guess we're assuming that's not approved by the government, but it could be approved by Kane, and maybe that's their justification. I mean, I don't know, right? don't know if I like the music change. I mean, I like the music. I don't know if the music change bodes well. Destroyed lifeboat. Partially destroyed craft is now useless. Large gashes from fallen debris have made this lifeboat inoperable. Flaking yellow chevrons once offered a careful warning. Disused crane suspends its heavy hook, which now serves no function. Death Trap lies silently in its bay. Hanging metal chains sway silently and teasingly in the breeze. Gosh, I hope there's a lifeboat for them somehow. Either they can repair or something. This does not bode well, does it? All the lifeboats destroyed? Shattered safety glass won't hold up to the rigors of space. The davit sits patiently. Lowering mechanism appears to be damaged or dysfunctional. This lifeboat has unfortunately been trashed. Ruptured fuel pipes dribble flammable and toxic fluids, rendering this lifeboat unsafe and definitely unusable. Like, everything has destroyed. I wonder if it might be possible to get parts from one and parts from another, whatever, kind of put onto one that, like, if one has the glass intact, like, let's say the glass on this one's intact, but the fuel stuff is like useless, but this doesn't have the glass. Maybe you could take the glass off this and put it on this one. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I feel like maybe he can't leave. I don't think this is going to have a happy ending. I feel like maybe his wife is dead, or she gets killed in the process of Taya trying to help her get out of there. Taya might die too, I don't know. And then I think John is not going to be able to leave, and this whole thing's just going to be a nightmare, and he'll just basically be one of the last people to die on this ship. And he shouldn't have even been on the ship in the first place. He, his wife, and his kid should never have been on this ship in the first place, but their stupid, unethical taking of people. Poor guy, dude. So sad. The bowed metal buttress supports the weighted ceiling. Windows' shiny enamel paint glints off the glazed surface to form the portrait of Henry Kane. Oh, interesting. Everything is Henry Kane. It's like, okay. Not Henry. Because they multiple times put a D in the name, so apparently it's Hendry. Large hollow pipes bend and turn, snaking toward their destinations. Airlock. Gilded airlock forms an airtight oxygen barrier. So much blood and stuff all over the place, too. Like, there's nowhere that's good to go. Like, everything is just death. Alright, here we go. Try to go to the airlock if we can.
Without a family, man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
Yeah, I agree. Why didn't you keep going to the airlock?
Blood! Murderer!
You really are a roach, Mr. Maracheck.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods!
Oh, bang. Oh, I had a limited amount of time to do stuff. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll try this again. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to do. Okay, so I have this. I have that. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I guess we'll find out here. Varied assortment of corroded scrap metal.
Murderer!
You really are a roach, Mr. Maracheck.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods!
Okay, I don't know. This, there? No, this, there?
Tia, grab hold of something!
Get out!
Atmosphere has been breached. Containment protocols activated. Security lockdown initiated.
Quantum storage device damaged and door missing. Fracture of femur detected. Scapula damaged. Seek immediate medical attention.
Alan, did you... Have we got her?
I do. She's here.
It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have met you.
I don't understand. Tia, what do you mean? You woke me? Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Groomlake. And your wife's bone marrow was a perfect storage device.
Research? This is about fucking research?
Yes! It's about research. Worth billions, John. Billions.
So you caused all of this? You let those things loose?
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots we sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols. We lost Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his way to get my DNA.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Kane will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like Milan.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife? Well, I love my husband, and Kane's security forces murdered him during a protest. Kane Corporation took everything from me, and now I will burn them to the ground.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
To stasis pod, son. It was never gonna happen.
Selenographic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes. Nanotechnology cell structure preservation engaged.
Take every precaution necessary to secure primary hangar. Gunshot searching for a target to obliterate with their high-velocity lead projectiles. On the storage device.
You never had any intention of helping me. You used me. You used my family.
It's not personal.
Not personal. You bitch.
Guilty.
150 degrees Celsius. Additional petrification cryo protective metal self-oxide intruders and turbo system.
Tia. Fuck you.
This vessel has been cleared for departure.
Bullet-riddled corpse lies still in a pool of fresh blood. Destroyed stasis pod.
Destination changed.
I love you, Ellen.
I love you, Ellen. It's the new achievement. Yeah, so Taya's dead. Basically, the gun turrets use PDTs, those data devices that John removed from himself. They use those to find a target. So John grabbed one and threw it at Taya. Okay. Okay. Wow, really? That sucks. Yep. Okay. So, basically the ending, Dr. Milan was working against Taya. Dr. Milan was wanting to keep doing his research and to continue to do stuff for Kane Corporation. So Dr. Milan wanted to continue doing his research and wanted to continue to do stuff for Kane Corporation. And and Taya wanted to stop it, right? Get vengeance for her husband that was killed in a protest. So they were working against each other, but neither of them were working on John's side. Taya pretended she was, but she was just doing that to be able to get his wife, so then she could use the bone marrow as a way to transport Kane's secrets, so that she could then release those secrets and expose Kane and cause the destruction of Kane Corporation. Whereas Milan wanted to use his wife and whatever else as experiments to continue to evolve, quote unquote, the species. And John, in the course of trying to save his wife, didn't apparently notice that, I guess, his wife was already dead, that her body had not decayed enough to prevent using the bone marrow to transport the genetic information, but she had already died. So when he sent her off, I guess because he'd gone a little bit, like something broke in his brain with the loss of his daughter, and then feeling like somebody was threatening his wife, I think he didn't notice that she was already dead, and so he sent her off. So he lost his daughter. His wife was already dead, and now he's left on the Groomlake with all that garbage, and probably eventually will be killed, I'm guessing. Either be killed by some kind of hybrid, or will just eventually die because there's no food and water and stuff. Yeah. That's so crappy that his wife was already dead. You'd hope that somebody out of his family would survive, but apparently nobody on the Groomlake, including his captured family, survives. So that sucks. Well, alright.